Well, that's neat. We're up to Cruci 12, so let's see what we can do. Cruci 12 is certainly going to be a pain. Your bombs just become so much less effective, and the problem with that is that breakpoints become a lot harder for a lot of maps, and that can be a really, really big issue. Let's make sure we're getting 25 cash before the end. I've got, looks like only one store. It's fine, but it is pretty early. I plan on doing a lot of events, see what we can find in them. Hopefully something good, eh? And hopefully we're not just burning 8 health. Because I really don't need to be duplicating or... I mean, I'll probably take a remove for 8 health, but... You know, I want to hit the bomb twice. Probably shouldn't have tried that. Like, it's probably still just good taking the remove, but... There are things I'd rather do for sure. Like getting 3 good orbs to my deck. Or losing 3 bad orbs. It's also pretty good. Not having to spend 8 health for that. That is interesting. Certainly not ideal, eh? Well, hopefully in return we get a very good orb, because missing out on the chest is certainly unfortunate. So that's the way it goes though. That was a juicy shot. Very nice. Stacking up very well for this store. But I guess it's even more important to go to the store and buy multiple passives now that I missed out on that treasure chest, eh? It sure is unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe one of these question marks is... I'll pass on it for now. I think it might be good, but I just want to make sure that I'm at the perfect breakpoint for the store, whatever that may be. Holy. Made the right call, it seems. Always embrace the lightning. Level 1. Unfortunate. Level 2 would have been incredible, wouldn't it? And perfect. There's our duplicate random bull lightning. That was also not bad. You can't complain about duplicating a dagger. I think it's probably better than bull lightning, actually. At least for now. It does mean that... Holy... What's the pix here? Mole? Mole means I can do whatever, really. I think... What do I think? I think this. I'll take the ones that say 1. Both of them used to say 2. Both of them used to be insanely OP at 2. Some of the best starting passives ever. Hedge. That is a tough call, but Hedge is just so good. I can't turn down a Hedge. And this one used to say 1 and sucked, and now it says 2 and it rocks. It's certainly not anything excessively crazy, but it's just very nice to have that little bit of extra damage. Talking about a little bit of extra damage, we sure do appreciate the difference being made by the grubby gloves there. It's quite lovely. Okay, I would have loved to get a kill that shot. I kind of really, really want this refresh, if you'll be so kind. I might just try and troll for a bit, claim this refresh. How the hell do I do this? I'm not sure if I can troll for a bit, actually, because that shot was pretty damn fine. Like, fine, not fine. Spicy, eh? Spicy. It's just gonna take a bit too long for me to claim this refresh. I really did not want that to miss. Perfect. Not perfect because ideally I got it ages ago, but oh well. At least we can start just pumping in amazing damage now because Betsy's Hedge is just a really good passive for generating you a lot of extra damage. And this is basically guaranteed at this point, right? Not if you go into the middle. Oh lord, I really didn't want you to go into the middle there. Okay, well we're only on half health, you know? Could be worse. It definitely could have been worse, that's for sure. Tempting. Very tempting. As much as I absolutely adore the extra cash that I'd be printing from these question marks, I think I just need to go full on tempo. And that was probably the right call, because I did not get an upgrade there, which means also no cash, and... Oh, they buffed Wigbot. I missed them buffing smoke mod in the patch notes. Line 2. Against who does that matter? It's not bad. Modifier is just such a good passive. I missed them buffing smoke mod though. I presume that's just a buff because it makes perfect sense, to be honest. Interesting. Interesting. Somehow, I think it's Mallet here. So let's get discarding, eh? I think that the upgrades have a level of value that is good enough that I should take it because, let's be honest, I'm feeling quite worried about this boss fight. I don't think it's going to be very clean. And so I'm pretty happy to just take something which will help out with it and potentially help out later. Probably not going to help out that much later on. But we'll see how much value I can actually get from it in this fight as well, I guess. Since it might also be pretty hard to gain value from it. Did I just lose a hit? I did just lose a hit. Except I got the immediate 12 in trouble, so everything is fine. Yep, because that's just a lot of infection at this point. Which is kind of what I've been looking for. So I just need him dead ASAP. And that's pretty ASAP. Perfect. I want to say I can hold my cash. I don't know if I can hold my cash. And so I shall hold my cash. There we go. Newly nerfed Tender Cactus. That sounds insane with Betsy's. And let's be honest, consuming shells. No. I'll just take that Tender Cactus and move along. Let's prove that Tender Cactus is still just as busted as before. Because it is. Still going to be incredibly strong. I'm willing to push it. Let's go right. I still do get to apply my debuffs though, which is perfect. That was pretty pathetic. Admittedly, you know, this 12 in trouble game plan is not exactly helped out the most with the Tender Cactus game plan. But, you know, we don't really need to be playing for it all that much. Should be able to easily claim a kill here. No navigation inflation. No need to try and greed post-combat. My health is fine. My cash is fine enough. I do have some healing as well. Doesn't really count, to be honest. Another free removal. Doctor saves health, so not really free, but mostly free. Okay. The good news is, Cactus does kind of just deal with shield problems, and meat shield problems as well, with them standing in front of priority targets. So that's valuable. It's not every day you're going to get a actual kill from a Cactus Pog. Especially post-nerf where it should always be dealing 2 damage, right? So I'm pretty sure it should always be dealing 2 damage now. I say dealing 5 damage. Alright, I just don't understand what they fixed then. That is fine. I'll find out soon enough. But either way, you can definitely tell that Cactus was changed because now it deals 1.25 instead of 3. And I feel like that's actually a pretty big deal. There certainly is a difference between the two numbers. 30 cash for a removal if I need it, or I could buy an orb. There are a lot of really good orbs to buy for Tender Cactus. Strange Brew. So if I take navigation inflation here, I'm actually quite well off for cash. So I can kind of be quite aggressive. Which is something I think aiming for is probably a good idea. Just because now that I have like so much cash income, I can just play quite differently from what I would usually be able to do. This is mildly unfortunate, but I do just need to get this kill. If I do get a bomb, that'll be unfortunate because like I could have claimed the kill then. But at least we're dealing with you in a reasonably timed window. Alright, perfect. Absolutely just melting through them. That is what you love to see. What's more important, do you think? Hitting this crit or hitting this refresh? Because they're both pretty damn important. I'll try and do the lowest I can on the crit pick. but I think that might be pretty hard. Oh wow, it actually worked. Whoa, that's pretty good. I should just kind of shred through them, and I can hit it here, but ooh, wow, okay. Slightly delayed, but that's fine. I did not pick up. Maybe I should have picked it up. It was actually really good, wasn't it? Dumbbell with a multiplier? Sounds pretty good, doesn't it? Yeah, oh well. Would have been nice to have for sure. It's kind of going to hurt from this point on. There's a 7-9 though. Mallet might have actually just been the correct pick. Please hit the refresh. It's just a bit hard to claim some damage now, so might have to try and set it up myself. Which is not ideal. Not ideal for sure. The good news is, hitting the crit and the refresh just gives you so many procs off of the thing that it's actually just beautiful. I'm tempted to take the Cauldron Bubble, but it is kind of the opposite of what we're trying to achieve with Tender Cactus, but it is just nice otherwise. Press the heal button, because that's why I took some of the things I took. Pulpit or Dupe Station? Dupe Station is just very solid in a lot of shots, so I'll take it. It's also just doing nothing in other shots, but let's be real. Puppet's not exactly doing much for me there, right? So, yeah. I feel like I don't have a rubble in my deck, so I've probably misplayed at this point. Sounds pretty accurate, doesn't it? You suck. I was really hoping for something there. Really, quite a lot. No enhanced? No enhanced. No crit. And I can try to get a crit, and like, sure, if that hits the crit, it's cool and all, but unfortunately you're just going to escape down the right-hand side once I hit that crit. Alright, bomb please. Perfect. Not bad indeed. Take the discard or take the shot, which probably is not going to be achieving that much. Seems I'll be taking the shot, huh? I don't know why I didn't take the round guard. I mean the dumbbell, to be honest. That one was actually really good there. Should have just taken it. Bit of a misplay on my part for sure. Oh, that's not the... I was hoping that was the dupe station just because that's guaranteed to kill if it was dupe station. I'm pretty sure I should have a rubble in my deck at this point, so let's just spend some cash, I guess. You bombs give cash? No, did not pick it up. I was thinking about it an awful lot, that's for sure. I'm not losing any more health. Like if I'm pressing the heal button and I have to fight a crossbow, I'm not losing any more health. Okay. We'll see what... Oh, wait. Well. Would you look at that? I might just skip this fight, sorry. It's going to be incredibly dull. We're just going to be pinging him down. He can't really deal revenge damage to me whatsoever. Actually, you know what? I may not even skip it because now my mod player is a 9 down normal damage. So I kind of just... Oops. I did not mean to let him bonk me. That is my bad. I still need to be healing up. I was not fighting the boss that I thought I was fighting, but fighting potentially even worse. Pig Bag is very decent for trying to grant me some more heals. Currently I only have one healing source, and it's a decent healing source. Cookie is still just a very decent passive. It's not ideal. Perspective. Let's just get more healing. Accept the bribe. Very useless. At least I'm on spot on for 50 cash. Special button for +4/+0. That certainly sounds really good, doesn't it? And what else is it going to be? Adventure sounds useless. Bad cheese sounds useless. Or Haggling Sat, which is admittedly very, very decent. We shall be passing on that. Okay. You are more than welcome to hit a crit that late into the shot. Dagob's kind of just the best of both worlds, isn't it? Which is pretty cool. It's like 17 is pretty good stats. Oh, so close. I would have loved to not take that hit, that's for sure. I'm just very worried about my health, as I'm sure you can tell. Kind of funny, actually. Whenever an enemy spawns, gain 10 illusion. It's not bad. But I'm definitely just going to be taking plus 25 max HP here, and then hopefully that's enough. 89 max health for this boss. I'm just kind of scared of them. What can I say? So, let's remember my actual game plan. I almost forgot about it, but my game plan is actually a pretty strong one. I can get very good use out of Mount very quickly, so I really want to be doing that. And now let's go through our deck again, spam discarding, except this time I'll be shooting level 3s. And the level 3 Rubble is just so worth it. Like, is anyone surprised? It's level 3 Rubble. It just does so much for you. Actually, simply the best orb in the game. Simply. That's definitely true. Don't question it. But it actually just does so much for you, though. No seriousness. Pass on the dagger orb. Do claim my heals after all. 727. That's why we appreciate a 2 times multiplier rate. It's actually lovely. I might want to be doing this now. I don't really want them hitting me. That's the thing. And maybe I shouldn't have popped them all at the same time, but I guess I did. And I guess it's just fine. Perfect. It seems like I certainly have enough health for this fight. Maybe I was slightly too worried, but who knows. It is a very, very spooky fight, and I feel like it was well-founded. Alright, any kind of multiplier. Oh, can you imagine if I hit it, right? Imagine. That would be nuts. But yeah, I do have pretty good healing done, actually. Yeah. You can kind of tell that I have very good healing. Nice. Very clean. I'll hold off on the up. Oh, it's not a level 3 orb just yet. Soon it will be, though. I'll pass on that one. Just maybe. You really are tempting me there. And unfortunately, wow, these are just not as interesting as I would like. I will still take the go for gold. But man, they could have been a lot better there. I kind of just wanted times 2 damage and downgrading, but that's potentially asking for a lot, eh? Good news is multi-ball is still just a lot of damage boost, so it's probably just really, really good. Let's see what Rubble can achieve. Unfortunately, I hit the crit, but it can still achieve a whole lot, eh? Let's quickly heal that up, and then let's... Pain. Ooh, Jupe Station multiple. That is actually kind of disgusting, honestly. That's going to shred through them. But yeah, the mallet is actually working out here. I feel like whenever you have ambidextrony, I should probably... whenever I have ambidextrony, I should be considering mallet more, I think. It just sounds like a very decent thought, doesn't it? Also, holy lost health. You just lose so much health on these maps, man. Exactly. Anything with high damage is an in. But, yeah. Does mean that I won't be doing the debuff stuff, which I was kind of hoping I'd be able to do, but I'm just fine with that. Oh no, I hit a crit. One whole damage. Spooky. Oh, I forgot, I don't even take reflect damage, so my whole plan of... I guess, what was my plan there? Not really any plan. High damage? Look, if I see an Amiibo, I'd definitely pick it up. What's my plan for going to the second elite? That's what I want to know. Am I to do it or not? That's cool. Enhanced Hit is certainly a pretty good passive, so let's pick it up. I imagine he'll do pretty damn well. 10 million % taking that, and ironically I should probably be taking all the passives here, but you know me, it's just a bit hard turning them down. So how much cash would I have gotten from these question marks? A lot. Are any of those passives going to do anything? Not too much apart from my total. But look on the bright side, at least I removed all of them from the pool, right? So the next store I can't find them. Assuming that's how that works. Honestly, the chance that it won't show you... No, it's definitely there. Oh, well, that's a short fuse. My bombs don't exactly give gold just yet, so I'm fine to hold on for a tiny bit longer. The chance that I find is there. It's there. Just a tiny bit longer. Why did I go to this store, by the way? A bit silly on my part. Bit silly. Oh. This is gonna hurt. Here's the thing. I think that initially it wasn't as silly as I thought. However, I then proceeded to get no fights in any of those events, which means that my cash wasn't exactly stacking up for the store. And then to top it off, I had the short fuse. And short fuse was kind of, I think, probably a big part of the reason why I actually wanted to go there in the first place, right? That sounds right. No, yes. Just instant death for shooting my shot. I love it. Yeah, like, sure, this multiple is like really good. I'm not going to complain too much about it. It's very, very solid. Just in most scenarios, and particularly this one, that is totally worth it. Yes, totally worth it. And the upgrades for it are just completely useless. Yes, perfect. Good to know. Because yeah, new Doctor buff, right? And now that represents the healing that I wanted. Unfortunate. Refresher course. Oh yeah, no, that's actually really good. It's exactly the kind of thing I was looking for. Aliens rock. Don't mind if I do. It's not exactly like Echo's going to be doing much. Or maybe it does. I think they might have fixed Echo actually doing something. Fresh bandana sounds pretty good to me. Sounds good. Let's take it. Alright, very nice. Yeah, sure. I have super boots. Yeah, I just got it. So let's grab myself a free. Wait, the one fly is useless. My bad. I just lost a whole bunch of health there for free. 8 damage for 53 gold. That sounds pretty useless if you ask me. So let's just chuck a little upgrade there and another upgrade there. We are scamming him. Perfect. Get scammed, noob. Alright, we have the Doctor to full heal ourselves. So let's make sure we're using that eventually. Oh, Alien's Rock, I guess, is actually pretty useless, isn't it? But we actually do have a pretty decent amount of healing. I imagine this fight is just going to go pretty well. The scaling we've got is also pretty notable. That's a lot of damage, wow. Nice. Ooh. I love multiple rubble. And just rubble in general. But yeah, I do think that this go for gold is indeed quite solid. Undoubtedly. I just think that there are other ways I could have done things that would have been more fun. And yeah, any kind of direct damage boost is just like so beautiful with Cactus, and I really could not take one less refresh straight up. So yeah. So we have all of this scaling and healing. Like I'm actually just going to access this healing just to show you just how good our healing was. Like it was so incredible, and we just don't need it. Like look, we're just instantly back up to full health, which just so happens to be 161 by the way. It's a pretty impressive amount right there. And yeah, we just don't need it. Okay, that's just nice. Melted through all of them. Perfect. So yeah, let's see how long this can keep going, eh? Because Cruci 12 is going to be really, really annoying to deal with. Bombs just kind of matter a whole lot less, and you could definitely tell that this run. Like, when did I lean into bombs? I just didn't. To be fair, I did get Cactus for my first passive, which kind of helps out just dealing with everything. Oh, so they will have 12 of them now. Cool. Oh, okay, that's also the starting passive. I don't know, maybe, or maybe it's only on the end screen. No, actually, that's much nicer because I don't want it showing up like halfway through the run. Probably, I don't know. But it is kind of nice just to have that reminder there. Yeah, we also actually had some really good reload stuff going on. I was quite pleased with it because we had Drown Guard, heal 6 per reload, and not refresh it actually. What was the one other thing per reload we had? We didn't pick up Dumbo. That's what I was getting confused with. And combined that with Moss Mallet, and Moss Mallet was actually pretty good this run. Like especially with the ambidextrary. Just being able to cycle through our deck, our reloads were good, and now our deck's upgraded a bit, which means it's getting further value from this multiplier. Like, that's pretty good. Like, sure is nice. But yeah, just a good old greed start really helped just iron out this run a lot because, I guess I bought this on trouble and I never upgraded to level 3. My bad. I just kind of wasn't really in the situation to upgrade it, I feel like. There's probably better stuff to do most of the time, especially after I'd gotten the Cactus. But picking it up for the mole, I think was okay. It might not have been necessary. I think I could have won that fight without it, but it made the fight feel so much better. Like mole can get very scary, especially when you're actually scaling up his tree, like hitting the tree, giving him a circle. That can get really spooky. But yeah, I really like the new change to Doctor Orb. It's definitely a lot better. Like definitely a lot better, and it was already a pretty good orb. So you probably want to be picking up if you're seeing it, especially if you have some way to boost your damage. Like I was sitting there, I was just like, all right, I have like 80ish health to heal. There's a Doctor Orb here, and I have really good damage, as well as Doctor Orb plus Tender Cactus is just instant healing, especially with Betsy's Hedge. Like it was just so good. But yeah, the big takeaway for this run is Betsy's Hedge is just like a really, really good tempo passive. Like even if you're trying to build around DevOps, still just pick up a Betsy's Hedge. You can still add crits to the board, and like you'll get good value for it for your DevOps, and you'll get good value for it for your Betsy's Hedge. Like it's actually just really nice now. I love the changes to. Well, I think all three of these needed the change for sure, and the big winner between them is definitely Betsy's Hedge, honestly, which is not a surprise, right? It was the one that was buffed. But these definitely needed it. Grubby Gloves was kind of just like the collect this passive to win. You will just kind of like own single target enemies. Your AoEs are just so much better. Like it turns out, technically plus 30, right? But like minimum plus 20 damage to all of your attacks is so good, especially when it also has just insane scaling values.